Hi, I'm Steve Gill with your daily notes for December 19, 2012. In the wake of the tragic shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut, there's been a lot of finger pointing, a lot of attempts to assign blame for what happened on that day. There have been points that have been made that we need to ban assault weapons, the automatic weapons that killed children there. Automatic weapons weren't used. There have also been attempts to blame video games. No indication that video games really had anything to do with this. Maybe we need to tighten up the restrictions on the purchase of guns, we're told. This guy didn't buy guns. He killed his mother while she was sleeping and stole her guns. None of the ideas that are being thrown about that could have, quote, prevented this tragedy would really have anything to do to prevent another one just like it. What might have helped would have been people in that school who would have been armed to protect themselves and the kids, much the same way that Aurora theater shooting might have been a bit different, might have been less carnage if somebody had been shooting back at the killer. We see this time and time again. When these killers are confronted by somebody who is armed, they either kill themselves or stop the shooting spree. And yet the idea of keeping our schools, our malls, other areas as gun-free zones seems attractive to those who are so appalled by violence, but not willing to allow people to protect themselves and defend themselves. With all credit to the police officers show up generally and investigate crimes after they occur. They fail to intervene. They rarely have any impact on stopping something from happening that is already underway. The police show up after a crime has been committed, not preventing one that's about to take place. Putting weapons into the hands of credible adults in schools will help prevent the carnage from being what we've seen. And we've seen some schools adopt this exact same policy, putting guns into the hands of law-abiding concealed carry permit holders and allowing them to provide protection for themselves and the kids under their control. I would just ask you to consider this. If we could go back in time to earlier in the day, maybe 8:30 on Friday, December 13th, put guns into the hands of some decent, law-abiding teachers in that school, maybe the principal, maybe some of the other teachers and other adults in that school. If we could go back in time and arm them before this character came into the school, would we do it? And if we would do that, why won't we arm teachers in schools before the next tragedy occurs? We'll talk more about it in the weeks and months ahead. I'm Steve Gill. This is your Daily Notes for December 19th, 2012.